All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back for another super duper fantastic amazing episode of Real Deal Meetup on Periscope TV. It's your girl Queen yet again, and as you see, I have my coat on because we are out in the heart of the brick in Elizabeth, New Jersey. I see Roselle. Okay, cool. I see at ZLLP joined on. Hello. We have Realtor. I believe that was Donna who was on. My apologies if I got it wrong. Ish, as usual. Hello, Ish. How are you? All right, guys. So I'm in Jersey right now. I know you guys probably thought, hey, Ish. I know you guys probably thought since it's the holidays, everybody's chilling out, relaxing, that we weren't going to be doing a Periscope, and we tricked you. So today we actually have one of our super fantastic, phenomenal, he's awesome, hilarious, kind of crazy mastermind students who are actually going to be on the show today. And I see DJ Crush joined on as well. Thank you so much. But before we get into that, how was everybody's holiday? Like, I feel like we don't have as much participation today. Don't make me sad, guys. We're at 117,000 hearts. So I want to thank you guys so much for all of the participation. Yes, get the hearts flowing. So we're at 117,000 hearts. That means a lot, guys. So before we end 2016, I definitely want to make sure that we at least get it to 120,000, which we can easily do, because if you're watching this right now or if you're watching a replay, you can definitely double tap the screen, give some hearts. Also, if you have your Periscope link to your Twitter account, please go ahead, share those episodes, share it onto your Twitter so that everyone who's in your network can see. So usually we're in the DMV area, but like I said, today I'm going to we are in Roselle, New Jersey, which Malik and Brittany like to call Dirty Jersey. It's a little dirty, but that's not why they call it Dirty Jersey. Okay, and Rakisha's joined us as well. Thank you so much. For you guys who are in the DMV area. Oh, also the other thing, for those of you who missed out, I know we had a Real Deal Meetup event that was on Christmas Eve. So for all of you who are at the Real Deal Meetup event, make sure you double tap. You're the real MVP. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Double tap on the screen if you were there. We announced that on January 4th, we're actually going to be doing our first Real Deal remixer. So that's just going to be networking, socializing with not only real estate entrepreneurs, but small business owners, private lenders, developers, different people who are throughout the DMV area. They're going to be coming on January 4th. So make sure you get the details for that. Also, RSVP for our next upcoming meeting, which is going to be on January 28th. And if you have not yet found out details about our group, go on to therealdealmeetups.com. We are a army of real estate entrepreneurs, 5,000 plus strong. I see some of the people on the line who already know about the group, so I just want to thank you guys so much. So without further ado, because it's kind of cold out here, if you can see my breath, it's a little cold. Malik is one of our mastermind members, and he is killing it in Jersey. That's why the name of the episode is called Top Ways to Earn Green in the Garden State. Wasn't that cute, guys? I know we made it up ourselves. Thank you. No, thank you. No, thanks. And I see Tony just joined on as well. Thanks so much, Tony. Tony, if you catch the replay, make sure that January 4th you RSVP for the mixer that we're having in the DC area. And thank you everyone else who's joining on. Make sure you share this, double tap the screen. We have a competition before 2016 is out. We are gonna get to 120 hearts, and I won't accept anything otherwise. We're not doing any more Periscopes. No, I'm lying. All right, so if Malik is ready for us, we're actually at one of his short sale properties, and let me just show you again. Pro go hard. Thank you. I just picked it out this morning. So we're in Jersey right now. Jersey, I'm gonna let Malik get into all the details in reference to Jersey, because I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. I know nothing when it comes to real estate in Jersey, so he's going to take over that because that is his expertise. And if Malik, you are ready for us?
I'm ready for the Real Deal TV.
You ready for the Real Deal TV
sitcom? You know what I mean?
It's not, this is
fun. The real show. The real show.
Oh, Lord. All right. Charles is the one who invited you on the show today, so I'm going to make sure that But thank you so much yet again for coming on the show. You know, we did a snippet on you about one of your previous deals. You profited roughly around like $33,000 on that one, and that was a short sale out in Jersey as well, correct?
Correct.
Okay, awesome. And thank you so much.
This one is going to net probably about 15 grand.
15 grand?
Oh,
that is still an amazing payday. So
shooting for 20, but hey, you can't get them all.
Oh, 5 grand under. Okay, cool, not a problem. And guys, definitely keep on double tapping. We need those virtual hugs just to make sure that you like us and that the information is good. Thank you for exactly. And they're giving you more hugs. Thank you. And thank you as well, Lexi P, for sharing on Facebook. I didn't know we could share on Facebook. That's so awesome. All right, cool. So now getting into it, we're just going to keep this very brief in terms of how you got started in real estate, just so that the audience can have, some details in terms of who you are and why you're even on the show. So.
Yeah. Not a problem. I got started back in 2005. I was unemployed.
Okay.
And I started back picking up books related to real estate because I always wanted to get into it. So,
nice.
I would read, and, a friend of mine, he was actually going to school to get his real estate license and become an agent. So we had put a plan together. He'd do that. In the meantime, I'd read up. I'd be the investor. He'd be the realtor. That was the team. But unfortunately, he passed due to, an illness he had.
Okay.
But, I just felt it was still necessary for me to pursue the dream.
Nice.
Whether it was with a good close friend of mine or, for myself. Plus, at that time, it's 2005. My son is 5 years old. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you were hungry.
So I was more than hungry. You know what I mean? The ribs was touching. You know what I mean? The jungle was still wild. You know what I'm saying? So I had to get out here in my Tarzan stuff and get busy. You know what I mean?
Gosh, okay.
So but realistically though, I read a couple of books. I took a couple of classes. And before I knew it, I went and signed up to a RIA meetup.
Okay.
One of the largest in New Jersey at that time.
Okay.
It was called GS RIA.
GS RIA,
yeah,
okay. Standing for Garden State?
Yeah, Garden State.
Okay, cool.
So, I joined that, had a couple of gurus come through, different courses. So I was still trying to find my way, even though I was still reading.
Right.
And then I decided, I didn't want to do this at this time. Short sales were big. I mean, people was making $70,000, $80,000
wow.
in a day.
And this was 2005?
It's 2005,
okay.
2006. I mean, the market was on fire.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You could literally buy a house today at 9 o'clock and sell it at 12.
Wow. Okay.
And walk away with 70, 80,000, 100,000.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's how hot the market was here. And then, in 2007, 2006, really, you know what I mean, the market just fell out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So a lot of people got caught with their pants down, they lost everything, you know what I mean?
Right, and that's an expression for all of you who aren't familiar with that.
Yeah. And still to this day, I see a couple of guys that was doing well back then,
okay.
but I don't see many.
Right.
And when I do happen to see them and call, they say, "Oh man, you still in it?" And I say, "Yeah." I was just getting started when they was thriving. So
right.
But I learned a lot in those years. You know what I mean?
Well, that's very amazing at the fact that you started in 2005, which was a very rough time period to get started and still be doing real estate now and thriving. So that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely.
So I applaud you for that. And I see M. Lewis 34 just joined in. Lexi P. I think we had some more of your followers from Facebook who joined in as well. Thank you guys so much. For whoever just asked, we're on the East Coast, so it's 12:20 p.m. now. So I don't know if you're still a little holiday, feeling it.
But if you're on the West Coast, I feel you because it's too cold.
But back to it. All right, so you got started in 2005. So now I know you have different areas. We had a couple of recognitions that we gave you for being a mastermind student who was just like killing it out in the Jersey area. So what are some of your specialties right now, if you would pick some in terms of real estate?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I love probate.
Okay.
That's my bread and butter. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I do love shorts.
Okay.
Just because you can create that spread.
So true.
As long as you're good at negotiating, you can create a spread and walk with a nice penny. You know what I mean?
Definitely true.
So I do love those. I don't concentrate heavy on shorts. It's just as they come. A lot of times out of my marketing though, I wind up getting shorts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's not like I really go looking for them anymore like I used to.
Right.
They just happen to come my way. A lot of times I've come across probates that wind up being short sales.
Okay.
You know, some with mortgages, some with reverse mortgages. You know, then I've done some absentee owner marketing, and that's what happened. You know, the deals, if they're not just a regular equity deal, they wind up being, you know, a short sale.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so because there's some people on the line, I'm not too sure if they're familiar. And thank you guys who are on the line. A couple of you I've never seen on the line before, so that really does mean a lot. This is the Real Deal Meetup. We're the third largest real estate meetup in the nation, so that's all throughout the United States, 5,000 plus members strong. And this is one of our super fantastic mastermind group members. So you're you can either be a member of the Real Deal Meetup, you know, which is just general, laid back, get some information here and there. Or you could be like a Supreme member, that's like a black card member, and pretty much you could be a member of the Mastermind. So Malik is a member of the Mastermind. V Stern, of course, a pleasure to have you as always. Malik is one of our Mastermind members, and we're in Dirty Jers right now, is what they like to call it. Don't ask me
we
why.
had time. I'd take you to Brick City, but you know.
And we're pretty much just going over his different strategies in reference to investing in real estate. So if you want more information, go on to therealdealmeetup.com. But you were saying a couple of terminologies that I'm not too sure people are familiar with. So we're going to start with the first one that you mentioned, which was short sales. So can you give us like just a brief description of what a short sale is?
Yeah, short sale in a nutshell is a homeowner is upside down. They owe more than what the house is worth.
Okay.
And you pretty much get the bank to take less than what was owed on the property.
Okay.
And you create the spread.
Okay, cool. So then they're taking a short, which is why they call it a short sale.
Right.
Okay. And
but it's really not short. It's long.
It's
It's,
yeah.
it's definitely long. I don't know why they call it short. It's definitely a long short or short long, however you want to chop it up. But you know, it ain't short. I tell you that.
Okay, cool. And then you also mentioned another term, which is called a probate. So what is a probate exactly?
Now, probate is when someone passes.
Okay.
And they have property, real property.
Okay.
And they have to file it with the courts.
Okay.
And the reason why they file it with the courts is because if there's any outstanding debts owed,
Gotcha.
you know, you have to give them a chance to collect what's owed.
Okay.
And you know, it has to be probated.
Gotcha.
And a lot of times that's what the houses are, and that's how I get my deals a lot of times.
Okay.
But I have to go to the courthouse.
Gotcha.
It's here in Jersey. It's not really online, which I love. It's
Okay.
competition.
Right.
Most people won't do it. If they do, they won't stay at it. So
Right. Okay,
more
cool.
for me.
So now, and I believe this is because in Baltimore, Maryland, where we're primarily located, it's the same process for us. You go to the registrar of wills and you pull the names for the recent individuals. Yeah, it's cold out here, guys. So you know we love you all, and we're doing this out of the kindness of our heart.
Don't worry about it. I'm about to warm up.
Because Malik is ready to run inside. But we're gonna show you. We're gonna show you the short sale. That's why we're outside freezing for you guys. But getting back into it. So we have the same process pretty much in Baltimore, Maryland, where we go to the courthouse and we pull the names from the either recent probate. So you could go back. I don't know how far you can go back. Is it kind of
go
similar?
back 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
That's why I typically start and go from, so whatever today's date, if today is the 29th,
Okay.
I will go 6 months back from today's date and then start getting the leads from there.
Okay.
Because a lot of times people, the grieving period is kind of, the tolerance is a little low. They're not going to curse you out and call you an ambulance chaser and, you know, them type of things. And if you don't have thick skin, you might be shook up.
Most definitely.
So, at least when you do it, starting about 6 months, anywhere between 4 to 6 months back.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got a better chance of the people kind of being a little more reachable as far as, you know, being approachable, should I say. That's the word I was looking for, approachable.
Okay.
You know, and not having so much anger still. And,
Gotcha.
but
So
some people just don't care. They just still feel like you're just an ambulance chase.
then yeah, that is true. So it's different types of people, and I see RXR LAX came on, and Garaga. You guys have some interesting names. A couple
But
of
I
people
do
just joined
get
on.
thank you for the letters that I send them.
You do?
Yes.
Okay, that's an
They do.
interesting
It's,
side.
you know, I get more thank you than I get the angry person.
That's awesome.
So, you know,
Okay, is it a certain is it because there's a certain way that you're sending the letters?
I guess when you read it, it's not aggressive.
Okay, gotcha.
You know what I mean? I think sometime in the beginning, just sometime, and it's a hit or miss. When you say you like to express your condolences, some people might feel as though you don't even know us.
Right.
You know what I mean? So but you know, it's just a part of the business.
Gotcha,
You know,
gotcha.
thick skin like an elephant.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
But still
Lamal,
sincere and genuine.
Lamal or Lamar, I apologize, I did not see the name, but he asked, how do probates work? Okay, cool. So we explained first that, Malik, you're actually gathering this data directly from the courthouse.
Right.
And how do you actually know that it has real estate? Because it could be like a car or something attached to the probate.
If you see it on the application of probate, some things will say the estate does not what is it? The
real
estate,
property, I believe.
yeah, it doesn't exceed 10,000,
Oh,
20,000.
okay.
You know, sometimes 50,000. You know what I mean? So you'll see that sometimes. Sometimes you don't see that. So what I do a lot of times is just cross-referencing against the tax roll.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I pull up the address on the tax records and see.
Okay.
And you know, you can weed out. And I definitely don't really do like apartments. Like if you see something where the person died in an apartment, a lot of times, you know, you'll see like apartment 1D or something like that.
Gotcha.
I'll just scratch that out.
Gotcha.
Honestly, because it's a hit or miss, and really I'm not interested in an apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean? Apartment could be an apartment building. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can't buy that.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So,
only people with actual houses.
okay, cool.
You know? And the crazy part is sometimes you get multifamilies.
Right.
Like I was just telling Queen yesterday, you know, and actually the guy just called back today. He called me to confirm our appointment for tomorrow.
He did. I was there.
And
He's
this
not
one
lying.
is a 3-family in Elizabeth.
Nice.
And it's a total of, I want to say, 5 bedrooms, 3 full baths, and it has no mortgage. So you know I'm loving this one.
Nice. Okay.
That means we're
awesome.
going to try to sell a finance thing first.
Slam.
You know what I mean? And we'll give them an all-cash offer.
And you'll give him an all cash offer. Okay, nice. That's
So,
awesome.
These are the types of deals that you get dealing with probates. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. All right, cool. So now, guys, what we're gonna do, because my fingers are getting a little numb, I just want to make sure that I'm gonna be able to complete the entire episode. So we're actually gonna start walking inside of Malik's deal right now. Like we stated, this is a short sale.
Approved short sale.
Approved short sale.
Yeah,
That's the most important part.
We got this approved at 90,000. We're selling it for 110,000.
Okay, that's an awesome spread. All right. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna walk inside now, dun, 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 and do a grand tour. Now Malik is gonna give us a rundown on how he got this deal and why it was even approved for 90,000. Because the property values in the area are valued at how much?
This one is worth about 215, 225.
215, 225. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's like the beauty of short sales, pretty much, is that you could get something valued at that much and get them to.
The thing in Roselle is that the property taxes are high.
Okay.
That's what that. But this one here in particular came from a fellow investor, good friend of mine.
Okay.
We do joint ventures from time to time.
Nice.
So he was frustrated, and you know, with the back and forth of the bank, with work talking to the banks, but he finally got it worked out. And then you know, first thing was the phone rang, and it was, his name is Jay, by the way. That's my man. You know, he's like, he said, Malik, man, you got any buyers for this? I said, let me take a look at it. Let me see what it looked like, and we'll put it together.
Okay.
I said, all right, cool. So, you know, I came over, took some pictures, walk through the property, and then next thing you know, I put it out to my buyers list and got a couple hits. You know how it go. You got a lot of investors.
Right.
Some want it for what you got it for. Others want it. Then they come back and then they still trying to okey doke. But I've been doing this for a while now, so.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So now the property looks a little
Yeah,
guys,
it's a little ratchet.
Guys, you can give us your honest opinion. It won't hurt Malik's feelings, but it has a little going on here. So I know typically with short sales how they work in Maryland, the more beat up the house is, and thank you guys for the hearts. Yeah, it is a little beat up. The steeper the discount, exactly. So that's the same thing in Jersey, I'm assuming.
Now I'm being honest with you. This house is just messy. It's a lot of trash in here. It's not really bad. You still got a lot of the original woodwork.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The floors can be, sanded and bought back or redone.
Okay, they're not that bad.
You know what I mean? Where you want to concentrate, because this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bath house.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So where you want to concentrate at is redoing the bathroom. This has 4 bedrooms, two full baths actually. 2
full baths, okay.
Yeah,
That's
so
definitely important.
All
right, and guys, electricity, of course, is not on in here, so we're making our little makeshift light. I did see your question in reference to the probate again. So what you would do is in order to find those probates, you would go to your local registrar of wills office, and then just go ahead and pull up the data for the individuals who passed away. Malik is suggesting that you do 6 months. You'll go ahead and pull the data for the individuals who passed within the last 6 months. And then what they'll do is they'll show you how much their estate is worth. So if it is worth over roughly around $50,000, that typically means that they have real estate attached to it. Each state is different. In Maryland, they actually tell you if it's real estate attached. In certain states, they don't. They just show that there was a house that the person owned. So you got to do a little bit of research depending on what area it is in, but definitely great question. I appreciate it. And guys, we are going to get to 120,000 hearts because you guys are so awesome. So keep on double tapping the screen. I believe we're at 118,000 hearts now. So yeah, awesome. How much this is a short sale, so Malik's gonna give us some more details on this one. So Malik, can you tell me about what's going on in this kitchen? Because I don't think I would want to cook in here.
This kitchen needs to be completely remodeled.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, from the floors to the holes in the ceilings.
Yeah.
Kitchen cabinetry, everything needs to come out of here.
Okay.
There's nothing to save in here.
Okay, cool.
Even this little side pantry has to
be what's
done.
going on over here? Yeah, it's a lot in here, guys. This is pretty interesting.
It definitely is, so.
Is this an addition that they put on?
No, this is all part of the house. It's not an addition.
Okay.
Definitely not. This door right here leads to the backyard.
Backyard, okay, cool. So, for the comparables in the area, you said this is like around.
Yeah, this is about 215. Roughly about 215.
Okay, gotcha.
If you probably go a little overboard, you should be able to get about 220.
220. Okay, all right. If you want to do that, yes. So this property is an approved short sale. Now Malik can let us know why it's so important that he said approved short sale, because short sales are a long process.
Well, approved. When you have an approved short sale, what it is really is that, the bank has agreed to accept your offer.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you're going to go back and forth. They're going to want one number. You're going to want this number.
Mm-hmm.
You want it to be closer to your number than their number.
Right.
You know what I mean? But they're trying to get closer to their number because, they have a still bottom line they need to net.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So,
okay.
That's what that is. But once you get the approval, that's saying you can go ahead and market it now to your buyer.
Because you have your set price.
Because now, you have the set price, and they also send you a letter saying that you have, 30 days or whatever from the date of the approval to close on it.
Gotcha. Okay. Awesome. So now let's keep on going. And we did another show on short sales. I believe it's still on our Periscope. If you want to go back, you can get some more details. And we had the short sale queen, Miss Valerie Star herself, and she was breaking down how her company actually works with short sales like all over the nation. So, interesting. Well, the upstairs actually isn't that bad. I don't see any.
So it's not bad.
Marks on here.
This is, you put about 35 into this should be good.
Okay, cool.
You know, 35,
Okay. All right.
40 tops.
Not bad. So we have an ARV at 215. We have an approved short sale at 90K. We have a asking price of 115.
Well, we were asking 115.
Okay. And then that goes into your profit of 15 to 20K.
Right.
Nice. I could do this all day long. I could do this all day long. Okay, awesome.
That's the second full bag.
Second full bag. Okay, cool. Now the other thing, we were talking about probate. So now when you get those probates and they do happen to be short sales, is it the same process that you're going through, or how exactly does that work?
It's the same process. The only thing is they're not necessarily requesting your personal documents.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A lot of times they may just want like the death to see a copy of the death certificate. What else? A lot of times it's just the basic stuff.
Gotcha.
You know, showing that you're the executor to the estate. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. And it varies by bank. So some banks want more, some banks want less. A lot of times though, I find that they want less.
Okay, and guys, this is critical because for short sales, and short sales, I can honestly say, you know, you're pretty much doing a service to the homeowner. If they don't, a lot of times, typically do the short, then they are going to be facing anywhere between foreclosure, or they can possibly have some other repercussions happen to them. So when you're doing a short sale, you're kind of helping them out, especially if you're doing it with someone who knows what they're doing. So so with the probate, the individual is not, they don't have to worry about their credit being tapped into.
Yeah, there is nothing like that that's going to affect them because the person that actually owned it passed.
Exactly.
You're just trying to, you know, really just get it off of their back, so to speak, even though they're deceased. You know, you want to really kind of clear up any last debt they might have, and that was probably the last debt that they really did.
That they had,
you know
exactly.
What I mean? Which was the house with the mortgage.
Exactly. So that is definitely huge, and we're going to talk about another one that.
There's one more bedroom.
Oh, one more bedroom. Okay, cool. And we're going to go into the details of one that another one that you said that you were doing, which happened to be short sale / probate. This is pretty neat, guys. I don't know if you see what we just did there, but we just went through a whole separate hallway, came to upstairs suite. All right.
See, now here is where the hot force area is. Well, I can't get in here.
Okay. This is pretty nifty.
I need something.
Okay, cool. And I see Khalid just joined on the line as well.
Yeah,
Hello,
see
hello, hello.
You got another bedroom here. And another full. Ain't big one, but you know, it's a kid's room.
Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I actually like it.
It's a big house.
Does he have a house as well? So, for this house, you know, when it comes to doing short sales, probates, any type of deal like that, I mean, it's kind of your prerogative as to what you want to do. But Malik, I mean, you can kind of explain, like, why was this exit strategy to go ahead and sell it to an end buyer instead of keeping it for yourself?
In Roselle, where we are, it's more of a first-time home buyer neighborhood.
Okay.
The only thing is taxes are high here.
Okay.
This one, if it wasn't on a main street, it would have been better to, you know, rehab it.
Okay.
Find the money to rehab it and go from there, make it happen.
Okay. And for those of you who didn't see it, for people who are just getting started in terms of rehabbing, once you see those 2 yellow lines right there, not saying that you can't do the renovation, but it deters people away, especially, what would you say, Malik, for individuals who have kids and stuff like that?
Well, this one has a backyard. It does have a driveway, so it's not too bad. The problem is it's on a main street. And you gotta probably factor that into when you're selling it.
Right.
Retail. You know, you may have to knock off maybe another 10 grand.
Okay.
You know, for what you're asking. But it's a give or take. You know, like I said, The reason why, you know, a lot of investors are probably still buying in this area because this is more still like a starter hometown.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? First time home buyers, you know, you can get a nice
Love
little
those
piece of
first-time
property with a nice
homebuyers.
little piece of land.
Okay.
You know what I mean? The taxes is just what kills you. You know, you can get anything. The taxes here is anywhere from 5 to probably about like 13. Like this house in itself, the tax is almost 13 grand.
Oh.
Yeah.
A year?
A year.
Oh, okay, nice. You guys beat out Baltimore. All right. I don't know who's from Baltimore, but if you're from Baltimore City, you know about those taxes. And AM Holdings, I saw you shared it on Twitter. Thank you so much. All right, so we're gonna go back downstairs, wrap this bad boy up. This, I mean, I really do love this. I wish I was out in Jersey myself. Now, what about renting it? That's a great question. Why didn't you think about renting?
Me personally, I've done the rental, so to speak. A couple houses I had back in 2007.
Okay.
And they were multi-families, but you know, I really haven't had the patience to do the screening and all that. But a house like this, man, you could easily rent this for about like $2 grand.
Okay,
You
gotcha.
know, easy. You know what I mean?
And that's a pretty nice spread in terms of gross profit, you know, especially for what he's getting the house for under contract himself if he was keeping it. So that's a cool question. Thank you guys. Keep the awesome questions coming and keep the sharing and the hearts and everything else coming.
Now, the other strategy that could be used here is one of Charles's favorite, which is the lease option. Being that you're buying it at such a low price.
Right.
Remember, we get it at 90. Even if we put 40, we into it at 140, 145, 135, right? 135, and then you can still rent it at 2,000. So you know, it's a nice little piece of change coming every month.
Cool.
You know, but anything from now on that I'm going to hold is going to be apartment buildings. You know, 6 units, 5 units, and up.
Okay, so people, if you have any apartment buildings for your guy Malik over here, that's what he's looking for. Exactly, Malik talking about if he sees an apartment, he's not going to get it off the probate list. That's a lie if I heard it. All right, cool.
What are you going to do? Say, all right, I want to buy the apartment. Why am I buying an apartment?
But okay, not buy the apartment.
If it's a townhouse, that's something different.
Okay.
Or a condo, that's something different.
How are condos out in Jersey City?
You got it. It all depends on the HOA fees and stuff.
Okay.
Really, you know what I mean, and the taxes and where it's at, location.
Gotcha. So I don't know if anybody is actually in the Jersey area, but if you are, definitely you want to hook up with Malik if you're looking at doing any type of short sales or probates. Very, very knowledgeable in this area. And
even if you like the joint venture on the rehab, I get a lot of deals below market. A lot of times I don't have all the cash, but I don't mind doing 50-50 with a joint venture partner that can bring cash or put their credit on to the deal.
Okay.
And we split. Listen, it's enough money for all of us. I'm never greedy.
I like the way you.
I like it in abundance.
I like it in abundance. I love the way you think. All right, awesome guys. So we're about to wrap up outside. Just need to go ahead and show you guys another quick preview of the neighborhood for you guys who didn't see it in the beginning in terms of the actual double lines on the street. Pretty busy street if you were thinking about doing a renovation project, so just make sure that you keep that in mind if you're going to be doing rehabs. Also, for you all who are looking to expand, if you want to get into multiple markets, which is definitely possible, hit Malik up if you're trying to do anything in the Jersey City area. Like, there is definitely enough in all areas. And then the cool thing for you all who are familiar with New York City, a lot of people from New York City are actually moving to Jersey because it is way too expensive to live in New York anymore. You can barely breathe in Brooklyn. But now Malik, next thing, and then we're gonna wrap this up. What is next for you and your business? You have the short sales that kind of just fall into your lap in abundance. You have the probates, which you're actively going after, and you've been doing a phenomenal job with those. So after that, Is this gonna, you know, kind of be what you're consistently doing, or do you have a bigger vision for Infinite Homes?
The bigger vision is to really go straight into apartment buildings.
Okay.
You know, I want the cash flow where I'm talking about $5,000 to $10,000 a month coming in, regardless whether I get up and chase down another short sale or a probate. You know what I mean? And again, I still got my big why, which is hopefully I'll be able to, you know, build that why, that YMCA that I said I wanted to build, where it's kind of like, you know, half sports, half theater.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the other side might just be more like other types of entertainment or business.
Gotcha.
Business, like maybe like a business school.
Okay.
So you can teach young people to be more of an entrepreneur. You know, that's always been something I wanted to do. And I also would like to open up
Okay.
a tea shop where you can get some teas, some good hot tea, and a nice little sandwich or something. You know what I mean? Better than a Starbucks though. You know why? Because
Why?
it'd be more like almost like an office setting without the cubicles, but
Okay.
a lounge. And then upstairs, I want just like a big screen TV, a pool table, maybe table hockey. You know, that type of thing. You know.
Malik, you
We'll
are
see though.
interesting.
We'll see where it takes us.
You are interesting, man. So now, if they want to keep in contact with you, what's the best way for them to go about contacting you after the show?
Yeah, you can reach me at 973-255-1150.
Okay.
And shoot me an email at Infinite Homes.
With an E.
Yeah, spelled differently.
So
It's spelled ENPHINITE. Homes at yahoo.com.
Okay, awesome. And I'm glad I put that out there because I had trouble with chicken together. But now.
Yeah. The reason why somebody else took the original, so I figured I had to get creative.
It happens.
You know what I mean? That's a part of being an entrepreneur,
Oh
right?
gosh, it happens. So. Okay.
And I like to say thank you for coming out to the Real Deal reality show of In the Trenches of Real Estate.
Real Joe reality show.
You know what I mean?
Real estate.
The Chappelle Show, I think.
So guys, thank you so much. Malik, he is definitely a character within his own, but we've actually been working together for a while, and Malik definitely knows his stuff. So this has been a fun show. But if you're
2017, what you gonna do when it comes for you?
if you're interested in moving into the New Jersey area, definitely hit him up. He's doing business out here and a couple of other places nationwide. As always, I thank you guys so much. Holiday season.
We do
Did
have
he just interrupt me?
we do have a single family rehab in East Brunswick, New Jersey, taking place next month. So way to start the new year off.
Okay.
Can I get applause? Thank you. I love Queen. She's the best.
Guys, as always, it's been a pleasure. He just came and stole my light. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much. If you're traveling for the holidays, please be safe. We care about you. We want you to enjoy your time with your family, friends. Keep the business going. When people are slow and partying all night and doing whatever they do, this is a time when we thrive and we get it popping. So Malik has one more thing to say.
I just want to tell y'all, thanks to Queen, I got about 300 more letters going out this weekend for probate.
Nice.
And I'm just doing a little small mail campaign for absentee owners of 500.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And we see what happens.
Okay.
I keep you in tune.
Okay. I didn't know.
I'm trying to be like Queen.
Whatever. All right, guys. As usual, thank you. It's been a blast, and we are signing out. Catch us next week, Thursday, because I have a special surprise for you all, especially for you guys who are in the Baltimore area.
Absolutely.
This one is going to be a blast for all the rehabbers on the line. So make sure you tune in.
We thank y'all for being here, and I want to say, y'all have a safe New Year's. Don't get too drunk.
Please don't. Please don't.
But really, seriously though, you know, sky's the limit, man. Pursue your dreams. You know, I started out, like I said, I was unemployed, really. You know what I mean? I got the job at the post office. You know, I had to take that thanks to my son being so little. I thank him for that, being here and being little. And, you know, it really made me focus on what was more important to me. And I knew that no matter what, even though I took that job at the post office, that wasn't my final destination. You know what I mean? So sky's the limit. You know, don't let nothing stop you. And, again, be blessed. As my man say, brethren, bless up. You know what I mean? Yeah.
See you guys.